Hey folks, Mr. Justin here with Secret Weapon Miniatures and joined today in the home studio by Jess Rich.
Hello.
Don't worry, nobody had to travel. uh, all right, so we're here pushing into the 72-hour mark for the HD Bases Kickstarter campaign. We know folks have a lot of questions. We've done our best to answer them as we go, but wanted to make sure that for this last push, we gave some opportunity for live feedback, Q&A, and of course, while we wait for questions to come in, perfectly happy to start playing with models, not just showing off the bases. Split. There we are. So we had other plans. Oh, you're still trying to figure one of these out. Oh,
No, I'm doing this one right here.
Oh, that one. Right?
I'm good.
I think she gets a little scroll or something too.
Oh.
Or maybe that's a different one.
No, that's definitely her other arm. No, this is her other arm.
So we have these great little chibi characters from Reaper. Got my wizard here who comes with this awesome floppy hat. Check out this great hat. Oh, you know he's a serious wizard because that is a serious wizard hat.
Well, I have an awesome evil sorceress because, well, look at that staff. Big crystal. Like it.
Good. Yes, it's cute. All right, so...
Ooh, we need glue.
We need glue. There's a tube of CA right there.
Mm-hmm.
I'm just going to pop over real quick to the actual YouTube channel because sometimes the comments show up here. We do have a comment aggregator on our streaming software. Doesn't work.
So all I'm doing right now is the Reaper chibi bones are just so easy to clean up and so easy to put together. I'm just taking a knife to a couple of little spots for cleanup. But other than that, they just snap together and you're ready to paint and have fun.
Yep.
It was literally just like one tiny little line.
Well, the new Bones Black formula too gets rid of what little floppy problem there was left.
Yes.
All right. I will take the glue, please.
There's two of them. How convenient.
I'm feeling I should zoom in the camera for us today. I think I'm going to do that. Desk cam. Compigo video. Coming right for you. There we go. I think that's a little better, don't you?
Yeah.
All right. So yeah, there we go. The wizard guy. The arm in there. I'm going to leave the hat off though, for now, of course.
It has been a super long time since I've done a speed paint. This will be fun.
It's been a super long time since I've painted any darn thing.
So fair and so true. Okay. And now we wait for the glue to dry.
It's the best part.
So hello, everyone.
Welcome to watching glue dry. Oh, good.
Well,
This is working.
yeah, that's how you do it. You have absolutely used glue correctly.
What the heck?
Maybe too correctly.
Yeah, I guess so.
It's a bit much.
It managed to get everywhere. I'm not at all sure why.
Operator error.
Well, obviously.
I'm adding a little bit more glue to the bottom of the staff because it looks like she's got two connecting points, and then I'm going to glue myself to her because I almost did.
That works.
Yeah.
All right, so there's another hand thing. So I've got a little missing hand nubbin.
Are you sure the scroll isn't yours?
Oh, that scroll could be. That would make sense.
Because you have a wizard.
That would do it.
Yeah. I'll do my very best to keep my hands in frame. I'm notoriously bad about that.
For the two of us checking when you're on frame. I guess we'll know. We can always mark the work area.
All right, we are glued.
All right, it's cleaned up.
Yeah.
It's this, that, the other thing.
She's super cool. I'm already getting paint going. I personally, for this video, I'm going to be using a mixture of Reaper miniature paints and secret weapon paints. Because they're awesome. That's actually all I use.
All right. And me too, but I might be totally biased.
So for anyone that's ever taken a class with me, you're going to be really shocked. I'm using a size 3 brush. Oh my gosh. Not a size 0.
All right. I'm going to let him dry.
It's a brave new world.
You can do it. Oh, hey. Cujo Painting. Hello, hello. Miniature Mayhem. Oh, gosh. You know, that reminds me. I was supposed to do a thing. Like, post an update with the link. Zoop doop doom. That seems important.
Yep. Paint, 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 paint.
Need to open Facebook. Need to open bids. All right, post update.
It's going to be a lot easier than trying to do the Aces speed paint at Gen Con because no one is harassing us. Except maybe each other. I'm really afraid of all this glue. I don't want to mess up my brush.
I should be able to copy this link.
Her arm doesn't want to stay on.
There we go. And publish update. All right. Now we're cooking. And sure enough, you are. Back off camera. Tisk tisk. And hey, folks. Yeah, lovely afternoon for us here. I hope it is lovely, whatever time it is and wherever you're at. We've got lots and lots of beautiful rain today. It's one of my favorites. All right.
It doesn't make me sad.
Got my paint towel. Got all sorts of paints.
Am I on camera?
Hmm?
I said, am I on camera?
Yes.
Yay!
Bravo, bravo.
She has ears. I should paint those.
It's the little things. The small details.
Well, they're kind of big.
Oh, they are kind of big.
This staff isn't staying on. That'll be done in post-production. That's okay. I keep bumping it with my fingernails.
Can't find one of the colors I want.
Which one are you hunting for?
Unless I already have it. I don't feel so. Well, I have 2 bottles of weather wood in here. Well, you have 2 bottles of weather wood. Those aren't even my things.
No, these are my things. I like weathered wood.
Then for the rest of the rubber series.
Is it in there? No,
Oil.
maybe not.
Rust shadow.
We had some out on the desk earlier.
No, I don't know. If not, we'll change direction. Yeah, because I had all those paints for the...
Yeah.
All right, I'll figure it out.
It's not like I don't have other drawers of paint.
Oh my goodness.
Everyone's desk is like this. Come on, y'all know it.
Actually, Cujo, one of the great things about the Bones Minis is they don't require primer.
Yeah.
In fact, if you're using a solvent-based primer on them, like any of the ones that have acetone, as most do, it will actually leave the model tacky. Now, my life on the edge. Oh, I suppose I should shake it first.
Mm-hmm. Oh, are you actually just going to put paint, like, blob it straight on the model?
Yeah.
Oh, that's scary.
I'm going to reach across here real quick.
Yep, you're all good. Can you get me a different brush real quick?
Yeah, you need.
Yeah, anyways. Thank you.
Oh, well, Jordan, we're glad to have you. Facebook could be a pain in the butt about notifications and stuff like that. If Facebook doesn't bring it up, I can recommend hitting the YouTube channel. And from our YouTube channel, you can get notifications whenever we go live. Because we are multi-streaming. It's hitting both platforms right now. So I still need to pick a base for this one.
Yeah, since I changed up models, I'm not going to be able to use the base that I originally wanted to use.
Mm.
So I'm thinking... I don't know what I'm thinking. Maybe I'll use the same base. Yeah, I might use the same base.
Don't freak out, Jess. Oh, not a freak out.
Oh my gosh.
Well, that's too much, but I'll fix that. Happy accidents. Take some of that off of there. But this will give me a nice blue-gray coming through here now.
Wet on wet blending. It's madness.
And movements designed to add texture. What? I must not know what I'm doing. Actually, it turns out there was a perfectly good amount of the color.
Yeah, you thought you overdid it. You did not.
Might actually want a little more.
Hey, Heather.
Yay!
My customary swishy sound. So what are we going to do with these awesome models when we're done with them?
That's a good question. Keep them? I know that seems crazy, but...
Light them on fire.
Alright, so here's my fine gentleman's chapeau so far. Obviously shiny for being wet, and because there's gloss in the tire black. but I want that here. Ask the feller, wise old wizard himself.
And that's my sorceress so far. We've got Maiden Flesh and Succubus Kiss.
Yeah, I suppose I should give this guy some skin tones.
Might help.
Yeah. Can I move the...
Yeah, I'm not.
Because you're not using
I'm not using that to use this. Yeah, yeah, you can put that in the middle. Yeah, of course. We can share.
Yeah, thank you.
It's your task. I had a pot right there. You can just pull
Yes,
from
it
that.
is. No, it will. Just to be a booger. Something I've had years of practice doing. Oh, man, I should probably get back on camera here too. It's the little things. Now I'm intentionally making sure I get flesh tone behind his eyebrows here. And much of the beard near the cheeks here. So that I get some of that color to come through. This one also has ears. They're not as impressive as yours, but...
No. Your wizard is not an elf. So you at least have like nice gnarly old man ears?
Seems to.
Okay. I know, it's riveting, right? So I didn't know these chibis existed. I just did not pay enough attention. But I saw this figure and I was like, oh my gosh, I want to paint her. And so here
Good. The glue on my hand had not dried.
Did you just hit your brush to it, or are you sticking to your model?
It's in my brush.
You're...
Alright, it's out of my brush, along with no small chunk of hair. Suboptimal.
It's a good thing we know where there's a fresh stash of sharps.
Yeah.
That was honestly why I asked for one of your brushes, is I don't want to use my watercolor paint brushes for this.
No, that's fair. And of course, if anybody has questions about the bases or want us to work on some bases instead of just playing with models, they're all right here.
Yeah, holler.
So many.
My favorite. True story. Remember, kids, never ever lick your brushes.
Solid advice.
So I'm going in and I'm filling in the eyes around the edges here with some gray liner. And when I'm filling her in with gray liner, I'm thinking, ooh, she's evil. I might just leave her eyes black. That strikes me as something I would do.
What? Evil elf.
You know, come on. Ah. Oops.
All manner of throwing paint around.
It's never what you want to see when you go to pull the lid off.
Not ideal.
So this is my favorite paint to completely repurpose that Secret Weapon makes. It's Engine Rust, and I like to think of it as a nice salmon liner for skin tones and...
Mm-hmm.
Yep.
And Jordan, to answer your question on the bases, yeah, I recommend cyanoacrylite, super glue, for attaching things to the bases. We did test it with other glues, something like a plastic cement, methyl alkyl ketone, MEK. Something like that's not going to work to bond anything to the material. So your best bet is cyanoacrylate super glue. Not all super glue is cyanoacrylate. That's why I make a point of getting people to remember the actual product
Appropriate
name.
term.
Yeah, cyanoacrylate or CA glue. And yeah, as far as the rest, the other solvent-based glues, even in the durability demo, I put a big old puddle of MEK on one of the bases and wipe it away. There's no loss of color or anything like that, but also no reason to do it. Your best choice is going to be super glue. Or if you're doing something a little more delicate, like if you've got you're trying to put actual pieces of paper, like newspaper or something like that, to do an urban detail, you could still use, just a matte varnish as well to hold down onto the base. And nothing that I found yet that you should avoid. And we did extensive testing with glue. It's part of the reason we spent the last year getting a bunch of these kinks worked out. We also wanted to make sure that the product had ample opportunity to sit in a hot car. It had time to get mailed around and make sure that it wasn't going to get, damaged in the heat of travel in the summer.
Didn't it at some point get set on the roof of someone's house?
Yeah, Eric at Every Little War took a bunch of them out to the roof of his workshop to leave them up there just to make sure, for instance, that since this is a UV ink, spending a couple of days in the sunlight wasn't going to drastically change them either. So we really put these things through their paces. And I think the result is just...
Party.
Yeah. And textured. That's foamy water right there. Foamy water. Of course it's foamy, it's plastic. Nice. Very happy evil elf thing.
She's happy with being evil.
Well, that's fair. It's nice to like your job.
It's her life choice.
Yeah, Jordan, I'll be happy to show you that. One second, let me get the flesh tones blocked in here again. Brighten him up a bit more. All right.
Ah! He saw the fingernail test and he's like, okay, I feel a little more reassured.
Ah, yeah, so, I mean, if that's that your kind of concern, no,
Yep, looks great.
Yeah, pretty much the only way that I found to get the material off of there was with a hobby knife. In the demo video I did, I scraped off some color and managed to point out that this is a finished piece. You don't have to scrape it with a hobby knife. It's not a good idea.
You wouldn't do that to your model. Why would you do that to your painted base?
Right? Oh, nice. Yeah, actually, my first thought today was that base. And I brought in one of the Tilk Warriors. This was my original choice from Reaper Bones today, was one of the Tilk Warriors. I'm going to cut the base off of his feet, glue him onto one of the beach bases, because, I mean, come on. Who doesn't want a nice Tilk Warrior to come... I just can't get paint to dry today.
It's humid and raining.
Oh, yeah. That explains all the rain. Engine grime. Nope. Tire black.
Paint drying is not normally a problem for us out here in sunny California.
Nope.
Except for when it's raining buckets, and it has been for 2 days.
All right, we're about halfway in today. Still happy to answer questions about the bases or pretty much anything else for that matter.
Yeah.
Get my tire black in here. Nice dark robe. Help contrast all of that light hair that I'm giving it. Help block in the character. Swish, swish.
Yeah. That's the sound my paint makes.
Okay, all of my glue is still wet. I just totally ruined that brush.
That's no good.
That's no good. I'm gonna get one of my big fat head.
Less important brushes?
All right. Bringing this one out for base coating.
Yeah. Desperate times.
Oh yeah, those little critters. Jordan has a whole collection of those Tilk warriors that he has repurposed for a Pirates RPG, Fallout, Iron Kingdoms, etc. So that's great.
No, that's awesome. She may be chibi, but she still has breasts of an unusual size.
Isn't that actually a chibi characteristic? I know playing Super Dungeon Explorer on the PS4, it's Boobapalooza.
Fair. Totally fair.
Oh, that seems to have gone very quickly now.
Well, you're using a very large brush. Of
That
course.
might do it.
I'm gonna do wet on wet blending too.
You can do it. Don't freak out.
I'm scared.
I have faith in you.
That's one of us.
I have a question. How are you holding down the mini to that cylindrical handle? Holder, and blue stuff. Yeah, tacky stuff. I just got some Oohoo Putty on here. This is actually the oldest bottle of paint in the house. I'm very sad that the label finally came off, but I've had this paint since I started painting. So I've had this, wow, that's, I have had this bottle of paint for 36 years. Yeah, that's right, 36 years. Maybe a little less than that. I'm trying to remember when they actually made these. This is an actual Rel Partha tub and paint from back when there were Partha paints. It's still viable, and it remains my favorite copper color of all time. I even make a copper, and I like this one. And I've been using that with a hunk of putty on top of it to prime for many, many years. You can see there's all sorts of color and whatnot under all of this.
The bottle itself is very pretty at this point.
Yeah.
With all of your priming on top.
All right. How's the hat? Still damp. But let's check our fella out here. Coming together.
Yes.
All shiny. Paint still wet.
And there's my wicked sorceress.
Nice.
Now I need to do her hair.
Yeah, the paint bottle, it's yeah, I guess somewhat sentimental for me at this point, because I've had it for so long. I kept my Partha paints around as long as I could. The only one that survived is this copper, and for whatever reason, this copper just will not die. I have still used it on projects where I need some additional copper contrast. Yeah, you've been great. All right, I realize part of the problem I'm having here. I still have my chair in email position and not.
Oh, so
paint
that's why I look so short.
Yes, it's definitely that.
Trying to help my ego here, okay?
Oh, okay. These bases are so versatile, I'm about to use one as a palette. Can't beat quality like that.
That was the sharing is caring not working for you over here.
Well, I don't want to have to keep reaching across you. There's my other problem.
Different classes too?
Yeah.
Hey, I avoided putting on my headgear.
Oh, hey, look at that.
No headgear for me today.
This is not a crab.
I could figure out what I'm going to do next. I mean, theoretically, hair. Once the HD bases come out, will you still carry the unpainted resin bases?
Oh, yes.
Well, yes, of course.
Yeah, we'll still be making resin bases. My hope is that we'll be making fewer resin bases, mind you. But we will still continue to make resin bases.
Could you toss me sacks of paint? I need a good brown for leather. Thank you.
Mm-hmm.
There is no brown in that bag.
Yeah, I even have some new resin bases coming. We're still filling in the lines for the GW gaps and whatnot.
How are you feeling about your wizard?
Yeah, all right. Yeah, I can't imagine not making the resin bases. That's got to happen. Right now, of course, I have no idea what that's going to look like in over the next few months. So, I'll focus on this and trying my best to keep the warehouse partially open.
Did a lot of stuff in there yesterday. Work, work, work.
I also now spend about 20 minutes a day responding to emails from people saying, hey, where's my order? So I'm going to be putting a big warehouse update on the main page today. So just too much of my day going to the warehouse.
Alright, I'm trying to see if we can add some ambiance to her eyes.
I think Seamus is on to Maxwell.
Well, that's creepier. It's not going to stay that way. If I wanted to go for creepier, I unlocked that achievement. Heather, yeah, I'm glad that now you want to paint them and go to your desk and do it.
Oh yeah, awesome.
Rock on. Have to confess, it feels good to kind of sit down and paint.
Yeah. I have not done this in a very, very, very long time.
All right, Heather, do you have any of the Pathfinder paints? So, does the Xianji Jade, do you know if that dilutes well? Can I make a good glaze with that? Because I was going to try it out, but I thought I'd ask someone who might already know. So you've got the purples and metallics. Watching paint dry.
For fun and profit.
Mm-hmm. Okay. All right, so I'm going to give it a shot, and we'll figure out if it works.
Shoop-doop-doo. All about the bottom of the hat.
Why, yes, you can glaze. Didn't know how glaze friendly? Glaze friendly it would be. But it is, so now we have some. Woo!
Nice.
Spooky green.
Spooky green. Now with more spook. Yep, forgot to mix that paint. Keep doing that. It's almost like I haven't done this for a while.
Yeah.
All right. That chapeau is ready to go. Be here all week. And next week. And week after that.
Same thing we do every night. Pinky. Try to take over the world.
Try to pretend this is all normal.
Alright, I'm officially happy with my spooky eyes. She looks weird.
Yes. She's a wicked elf. Wicked.
I'm gonna go ahead. I'm gonna put her on a base.
Yeah, it's going to be about that time. I'll finish these guys up later. Figure out what to do. Oh my god.
I'm still sticking with my Silent Halls here.
Oh yeah, that works for him.
So Silent Halls, just like the resin, except, you know, you don't have to paint marble.
I know that one. Do I have one over here? Handy?
I was thinking the fractal would look good for him.
Yeah, I was thinking Fractal Black or Lava. I've got my
Yeah.
big box of 32s here.
And of course it's wet outside, so the glue doesn't want to dry.
Yeah, of course. Ooh, or Mosaic.
She's trying. Happy to test, Heather. You know me and my glazes.
Well, that's one way to put a base in. Oh, I'm gonna go Imperial Halls
Alright. Fine.
with the Latin.
I'm not saying you're kind of copycatting me, but fine.
Oh yeah, kind of. So many bases. It's kind of ridiculous. We have a whole sack of the 32s we planned to give away at Adepticon.
Womp womp.
Yeah. While the campaign was running, you'd be able to actually get your hands on the bases. Why does this guy have a plug? Oh, right, because he comes with a base.
My girl had a plug too, and I just put
Yeah.
glue around the outside of them.
Don't care.
Yeah. It'll make it a
Yeah.
little more difficult because she's got all that negative space.
Oh,
So does yours.
yeah, that's all right.
So now we're back to waiting for glue to dry.
What'd you do?
Your airbrush needle bit my finger.
Oh, yeah, I did. Airbrush needle drew blood.
Yes.
All right, so yeah, I'm just waiting for my glue to dry. Just something other than my finger.
Putting his hat on. Now I want to make her dress more red so that she matches the base more.
Well, now it's going to take forever for the glue to dry because it's so darn moist today. I'm just going to bring this one around for you. So not quite as finished as I would like in an hour, but an excellent start to a fun little creature. I don't know where that was. Creature, yeah.
My glue dried. Yay.
My paint isn't even dry. Yay. Yeah, that's hot.
She looks awesome on that base. Yeah, I'm definitely going to want to finish her. It's fun.
Yeah, exactly. I have actually done something similar, though, for a couple of videos in the past, where I will do the step ahead of time,
Finish the thing.
tell you about it, and then pull out the piece and finish it, rather than do the whole darn thing. Because I'm like, and now you know how to do it, and I'm done, and I don't have to spend the next 45 minutes doing this on camera, because that would be boring.
Yes.
Well, I want to see some of these other characters here.
Is that Sophie? She's grumpy. This chick is
This
grumpy.
one too. That's a grumpy chick.
Okay. Well, that's a paladin, so of course she's grumpy. And then this is a barbarian, so also grumpy.
Sophie.
Sophie's cute. She's like, hi, I'm a Sophie. They all are.
Oh my gosh! That's its cute little barbarian body.
I told you she was a barbarian.
But, I mean,
Yeah.
she's beansy.
Yes.
Even for a chibi. Figure it out eventually. She's awesome, though.
Yeah.
Axe arm. Oop. She could be awkward to base. Her feet are attached to her base.
Mud.
Yeah.
Mud. Just bury your feet in mud. No one has to know.
He glued you. Yay! Glued us up.
Yay! So you can see that with 0 prep, the bones figures will stick to these bases, which is awesome.
No pinning, no nothing.
Yep. Just some
And that's
glue.
the LDPE plastic. It's not even hips. This stuff doesn't like glue. And it works just fine. But that's about all we got.
Yeah.
So, unless there's any more last-minute questions, or any last-minute questions, regarding the bases, I think we'll wrap up and go give my wife a break on managing the kid for today.
I don't... Well, I think they only have 4 fingers each. So, I mean, unless you wanted to have some squat-bodied 4-fingered bodies. Could be an interesting conversion.
Could be. Get a little barbarian head on there. You'd have a very... Actually, you'd have a very nice halfling barbarian, is what you have. I like it.
Yep.
Clever idea. All right. Well, that's it for us today. Remember, we'll be doing this again tomorrow. And if we have to, we'll do it again after that. Take care. Happy hobbying.